Hi, everyone. How are you today? I am well. I am well. So good to see you. I was called to come online today and talk to you about a few things. We're going to talk about the passing of my daughter's dad and what that has catalyzed for my work moving forward. And we're going to talk about speaking truth and the fall time on the medicine wheel and in our time of this year of our lives. And you may have noticed that I've renamed my YouTube channel to Speak Truth. Your soul needs it. And that was channeled through to me, I believe yesterday or the day before, but it was through the process of my daughter's father passing and the things that many of us are going through at this time of this earth shift, where we're going in deep and we're getting in touch with those parts that got stuffed, that weren't allowed to be talked about, weren't allowed to be expressed and acknowledged. And so that's our planetary shift is really catalyzing us to wake up and become who you're meant to be. Don't let anything get in your way. Just go forward. And that's what I'm here to teach you about. I'm here to teach you about truth and how to get strong within you with heart. And you just motor right on forward in your life to the purpose of your soul, to living that purpose with passion. So, my daughter's father passed away a few days ago, and the service was 2 days ago on Tuesday. And when these things happen, a death of a loved one happens, it's a very spiritual experience. And because this man was the father of my daughter, and we were in love at one time, and I believe we still are on a soul level. In fact, I know we are on a soul level. It catalyzed me to write my feelings out and then share them, which I've shared on Facebook and my emails that I write often, many times, sometimes a week. And now I'm going to share it here with all of you. So this is what I wrote. My daughter's dad passed a few days ago. Yesterday was his memorial. He was once my husband, and we had a daughter together. Then we parted. Yesterday I cried a few times, actually, and I may cry reading this too. I can feel the tears. There was part of me that never stopped loving him. Even though he was a badass at times, being the reason that I left him. Yesterday, he visited twice in spirit. I felt his spirit. And underlying all the shit of 3D life, there was still love. There was still love between us. I felt his love yesterday. And in truth, and I know he felt mine too, that's how spirit gets to come to you, that love bonding. And in truth, I felt his love the last time I saw him in the physical. We were at a funeral that day, and the funeral was over and we all were gathering outside. It was a nice fall day. And he was in a great mood that day, and he was teasing me, and we were laughing, gut belly laughs, really enjoying the connection and the laughs. Our daughter was there witnessing that. And our grandson also was there. And his second daughter was there, also witnessing that joy that we were able to enjoy that day. I'm so grateful that we had that day of laughs. The last time we saw each other in our physical 3D bodies. What a beautiful memory. I'm going to cry again. I'm speaking truth here. Do you see the effect of it? It's beautiful. There's healing and transformation happening as I'm doing this. I cried a few times the last few days. I cried because my daughter missed out on having a dad present during her upbringing. And I missed out also on having a complete family and companion during her upbringing, and my grandsons also. And that is okay to grieve these losses. In fact, it's very healthy. It's very healthy for the soul and your whole body wellness. It's very healthy. There is so much sadness in this world because people do not know how to be true to soul and true heart self. And from that place with each other. We're so missing that, guys. I pray to God that humanity, each one individually, digs in really deep to actually heal the pains of all childhood and all the slavery, life, and conditioning effects upon our psyche. Every cell in our body and whole self. True healing is not a common commodity in this world. People are still afraid of it. Head alone words are so often fluff with no strength of character behind them in vibrations. Head alone words are so often fluff with no strength of character behind them in vibrations. The heart feels vibrations, and the heart needs heart. The heart needs heart truths, real heart truths. Many are still in captured mode and not aware of it. So many are still in that numbed out, captured mode of all that conditioning, and they're not aware of it, nor the depth of it. Vibration speaks and reveals the truth of that and all truth. Words most often do not. Words most often do not. I am happy for Myron, my daughter's dad. He is now in a place where he can see. I'm going to cry again. He is now in a place where he can see the good that he supported and created in this life, in his life, and the sadnesses, the soul contracts he fulfilled, and the love that was at the core of each human being within the soul contracts. Soul love. Way more human beings, may more human beings shed the shadows that gray up the love of the true soul that is waiting to be developed by deep inner personal healing and humble accountability, where everyone is safe to be their real, true, humble truth at all times. Dear Myron, You are now at blissful peace. Blessings and love are surrounding you. I'm sending you hugs and kisses with love, Arlene. And this has catalyzed me to starting up another program, catalyzed me to change the title of this YouTube channel and to start another program where I am reaching out to people who have had the experience of speaking truth to self or others and experiencing the amazing, beautiful results of speaking truth. So I'm putting out a calling to anyone who has a story for me to put into the book so we can get these stories out to humanity to help people become braver, become more courageous, to speak their feelings, to get them out, to start allowing feelings to be a part of our soul awakening through this shift. We can't come into peace, guys, until we're becoming really truthful with self first, really connecting to what the soul needs. And the soul needs emotional healing in every human being on planet Earth. The soul is calling loud and clear for that, and so is Mother Earth. All these shifts are happening because Mother Earth needs us, our souls, to heal. As you heal, she heals. We are her children, and she can't carry any more of the dark stuff. She wants us to bring in more light into ourselves so we can be more light working children on planet Earth. Thank you. Excuse me, just need to find a Kleenex here. Hair's getting a little messy. Okay, so anyone who has stories that you would love to share with me about how powerful speaking emotional truth is, what unfolded as a result of that for you and maybe for others, but especially for you, and but also others too, because truth is very powerful. Heart, soul truth is very powerful, and we need to speak our feelings freely, courageously, in order to get this happening on planet Earth, in order to help this shift, this evolution, these ascension goals to start really happening. Hey. Okay, so then I want to talk about, I don't want this to be a long YouTube today. I just want to mention that I teach my students, when they start to work with me, the first thing I teach them is heart coherence training. That involves a device. The device costs around $300 Canadian. And it's a training. I generally charge about $300 for that training, and sometimes I offer a reduction, which I recently did for the training. The training is 8 hours over a 4-week period, 2 hours per week. And with that, you do get ebooks and workbooks. So it's way, and then from there, once you've got that training, then I bring you into the chakra systems, aligned and along with the medicine wheel teachings. And the results are phenomenal. So you've got your heart coherence training, and you're working on your device, you're doing your training every day. And then with the chakra systems, I've got an ebook with each chakra. there's actually a book that's going to be published, which includes portions of each chakra in the book. It's going to be like a teaser, which is fine. And so as you are in the chakra systems training that's aligned with the medicine wheel also, you become empowered. You become empowered as your soul meant for you to be. And you learn how to be tuned into your triggers and how to embrace them and process them and speak truth. Speak what's real in your heart and getting the pain out too. Screaming, pounding, swearing if need be, whatever. You know, I watch David Rodriguez. He's a truth speaker on YouTube. David Nino Rodriguez. And when I first started watching him, I thought, oh, I'm not so sure I like him because he's very outspoken. His heart is right here. So his anger comes out, but you can feel the love there too if you get really tuned in. So I would watch him off and on. And I started to realize this guy is really in his heart. And I watch him all the time now. Sometimes it's a bit much because he really yells at his audience and trying to get people to wake up. But that's an example of this man will never lie to you. He'll always tell you the truth. And that's the kind of person I am too. I will never lie unless I have to protect myself. But I've learned, now I need to backtrack there a bit because the way of many human beings is to lie a lot and they don't even realize it, okay? So what I'm saying is that I have become clear enough in my own cleansing, healing, emotional healing, that my courage to speak the truth has grown. And that truth is sometimes spoken quietly, sometimes more loudly. It's spoken in a variety of ways. My heart and soul always gets to lead. So it's a very intuitive thing. And that's the whole idea with my training, is to get you anchored into your heart with Mother Earth. And from there, you're going to grow as your soul wanted you to. You learn a lot. So the medicine wheel, I just want to explain, the medicine wheel is a powerful tool to work with. You travel the 4 seasons. The year begins in March, in the spring. In the spring, we set goals, we plant our seeds, we decide what we're all kind of deciding through the winter, actually. So by the spring, we have a good idea of what we want to grow this year based on our experiences of the past year. So this could be your vegetable garden, but it's specifically to do with your soul garden. Okay. So you have goals. So in the spring, you might say, I want to learn how to speak truth in a better way. That might be a goal. Okay. So then you create your affirmations, you create a plan that you're going to practice every day, and you start the seeds to grow. You start nurturing those seeds. And when you move into the summertime is a time of growth, trust, love. And so you want to pay attention to how you're doing with those seeds that you planted in the spring, for how to speak truth in a better way. So you want to stay observant. It's like a part of you is looking in from here, observing your voice, your actions, your feelings, the sensations in your body, how this affects you when you spoke that, or how this affected you when somebody spoke that. You get to know yourself better. You get to know you. So you go through the summertime, and the vibrations of the summer are to teach you deeper lessons about love, trust, and growth. And the coyote there, he's a trickster who he knows what you need to learn, yet what he wants you to learn for the sake of your beautiful soul. And he's there to help you. So sometimes he tricks you. So you can have a little laugh if you discover that. I've had lots of laughs where I've been tricked into, I thought I wasn't prejudiced at one time. And they tricked me into realizing that I was. My conditioning made me that way. So we had quite a laugh about that, spirits and I. So that's just an example of how the coyote will work with you. And so now we're into the fall. And the fall is when you focus on experience through the spring and summer, introspection, going within, listening to the inner voice, intuition, journaling so that that inner voice can speak more. Excuse me. So experience, introspection, harvest. You're harvesting the plants that you seeded in the spring that grew through the summer. Now you're harvesting. How did your garden grow? How does your plant look? Are you reaping beautiful fruits and vegetables as a result of the summer seeds and growing your plants through the spring seeds, and growing your plants through the summer? So now we're in the fall, experience, introspection, harvest. And from these three, you gain strength, new strengths, new strengths. And then when you go into the winter, the time of the white buffalo, that is when you begin to rest and cleanse. So you're cleansing out all that no longer serves you. You're nourishing your body, keeping it warm, drinking lots of soups, fluids, and allowing that which you no longer need to just flush out, dissipate, and go, where you make room for more of wise wisdom. North is the time of the wise elder, the white buffalo and the wise elder. And you prepare through the winter, through this rest, cleansing, and renewal for the new year to come. And so the medicine wheel is a beautiful tool to measure how you're doing from year to year. It's a circle, and it's like it spirals upwards, 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 taking you deeper into rooting with Mother Earth and higher. It's like the Merkaba. That's how I see it, the Merkaba. When the Merkaba is a three-sided pyramid at the top and an upside down three-sided pyramid at the bottom. The top is connected to your soul chakra. The bottom is connected to your earth star chakra. And in the center is your heart, love. And the medicine wheel is, I like to see that in the center too, because as you travel the medicine wheel, you become closer. As you're grounded with Mother Earth, you become closer and closer to your soul destiny, to becoming more your true soul self. So that just tells you kind of how I teach my students to connect to what I teach them to connect to and bond to. And I see, oh my goodness, the results are just, oh my goodness, unbelievable. It's a very, very powerful program. So today I want to talk about the bear, because the grizzly bear is the spirit keeper of the West, the fall on the medicine wheel. And I like to call the bear Mama Bear. She's our Mama Bear. So I'm going to show you a picture as soon as I can. There. Mama Bear. That's a picture that I put out with my emails. One of them. That's one of them. that grizzly bear. It's got shorter ears and a hump on its back, and it's black, and those are the signs of the grizzly bear. Those are the features of the grizzly bear. So the grizzly bear, just as I just talked about, represents the fall on the medicine wheel. And we go through every stage. I do card readings with using the 4 stages of the medicine wheel, and the center being our creator, our soul, and Mother Earth there too. And so the fall is always the results of our efforts. We're reaping the results of our efforts. And I know there's a lot of fear that comes out at this time of the year because the dark days are settling in, and that is when more fears will come up. So we know, but when you're grounding to these ways that I teach you, you start to overcome those fears. You start to face your fears with courage and stay grounded, so those fears don't have power over you. That's beautiful. So I'm just going to read what I wrote here in the email. And because there's lots of information here. The medicine wheel is the way of the heart. The native elders practice and teach the ways of love, honoring Mother Earth and all her children is the truest way of love there is and ever will be. And the more, I'm just going to add here, the more you learn to honor the earth and life, the more that you are actually honoring you and the purpose you came here for. But truly, the more respect that you give to Mother Earth and all who live here, the more love and strength and respect that grows inside of you. And the natives know that. Oh, just a second. The native elders have known these ways since the beginning of time, and they never ever lost them. They have been living in 5th dimensional and above consciousness for thousands of years, the true native elders. And that's beautiful. So when I was led to study these native ways, that was my soul. The soul needs each of us, the human being, to love Mother Earth and all her children, Creator's creations. As we love her and all her children, we learn deeper and richer ways to love ourselves. The native elders always teach one that, and how to come to know true and real you by growing more love for Creator and all creations. Fall on the medicine wheel is the black grizzly bear. The black grizzly bear is the spirit keeper of the fall time. As you bond with the spirit keeper of the fall time, she will be there to help you. I teach my students how to make very strong prayers so that that portal is open, where the bear medicine, the bear spirit can come in and shower his medicine, her medicine upon you, help you and help you. So the grizzly bear is the spirit keeper through the fall. He comes to assist us with harvesting our seeds of this year thus far. There are some key areas that the spirit of the black bear will assist us with regarding our soul growth journey on planet Earth. They are experience. We learn by experience. Introspection, looking inward at our experiences with respect for this year's soul lessons. Harvest. What did we do better than last year? Why and how and what did we do not so well. Strengths and weaknesses, where are they in our deeper real selves, and how can we become more whole and wholesome in the ways that are richly in alignment with love for life, respect for all of life, compassion, consciousness for self and for all? Where are we becoming more richly aligned with the laws of our Creator and living a sacred life with our sacred Mother Earth? Ask. Be not afraid to ask yourself those questions. The black bear revealed himself to me probably about 3 weeks ago now. It was in August. Oh no, it was early September, sorry. It was in early September. And he was letting me know that he was ready to help the human beings through this fall time. And he knows how much we need help. We human beings need lots and lots of help, and especially now. As we harvest the seeds of the spring that were for growing through the summer. He told me that if we nourished our seeds well through the summer, we will have a beautiful soul plant that strengthens our journey through our days to come yet on Earth Mother. If they were not nourished well, we can start now by digging in deeper and giving rich forms of love to self and Creator and Mother Earth and all their children. How does one connect respectfully with the black grizzly bear, the spirit keeper of the fall, and the bear's sacred medicine? You talk to grizzly bear just like you would talk to your heart, to your best friend, to your children, heart to heart. You talk to the bear, grizzly bear, heart to heart, with love, truth, joy, pain, whatever's real and true for you. And you send grizzly bear lots of love with respect. You make offerings with prayers of thanksgiving to Mother Earth, asking that the black grizzly bear, spirit keeper of the fall, show you how to grow more so on a soul level and how to become stronger from a soul level in a good way. The natives teach that we are to love Creator and soul first before anything else. Those are our first loves, and those are our priorities for love growing. We always look to what's going to be for the highest good. What is Creator's will for the highest good of all? That's what the soul, the true soul, always looks to that. And this says to me that as we practice rich respect for all that gives us life, we gain on a soul level and grow into rich. We grow into rich in soul, real people. We become the real children of the Earth Mother who cares for us on behalf of the Creator. We become what we came here to learn to become. As we learn to bond more and more with Mother Earth, heart to heart, soul to soul, we learn what soul awakening really, truly is. Invite the grizzly bear to assist you. Where are you this fall compared to last fall? Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Have a journal. Keep notes in a journal. Journaling is so good for your soul, and it helps your intuition to grow. So following the medicine wheel gives us really rich guidance, wisdom, and soul connection that measures the medicines to work with, that reveals the medicines to work with. For example, the fall includes colors, gemstones, plant medicines, moons with spirit animals, stepping stones for experience, introspection, and strength, also with specific gemstones, colors, animal spirits plus. So it's beautiful weaving, beautiful tapestry of weaving ourselves to be at one with all of life in a beautiful, sacred way. It's, your soul longs for that. The color for the west, the fall on the medicine wheel, is dark blue to black. The stone is soapstone. Here's the soapstone right here. See, it's got blues and blacks in it. That's along with the black grizzly bear. The plant medicine is cedar. So I have my cedar. I use my cedar every day throughout the fall. As we bond with each one of these medicines, using them in ceremonial ways, their medicines become more and more of a natural part of our spirit, of our very soul, and our daily life experiences. That is how we weave oneness with our soul. Over the summer, we receive the totems that give us the vibrations we human needs for developing love to deeper levels. For the fall, we receive the vibrational medicines for reflecting upon our experiences and what we are learning from them, from our springtime seeding and throughout the summer nurturings of love, awakening our seeds and our heart to deeper. Just a minute, I lost my place here. To deeper and richer places vibrationally within our heart. Now I have to find my place again here. Where are we here? As we reflect upon the first 2 seasons of this month, in alignment with the medicine wheel, this gives us renewed inner strength in varied ways. As we learn to develop humble truths by focusing with respect and inner joy on the medicines Mother Earth has blessed us with, Creator's creations, over the spring and summer months, we become more whole and more soul connected and infused. It is from soul nourishing in partnership with Mother Earth, giving her respect and sincere love, that the soul is able to evolve. The native elders have been living in 5th dimensional being and above for thousands of years. Now it is time for us to go back to these ways also, to the ways that all the people of the earth once lived. You, me, all human beings once lived the way they have kept, the ways that they have kept going throughout thousands of years. The war we are in at this time on planet Earth is to rid the earth of beings whom are not human, that intruded upon us thousands of years ago, whom have used humans and the earth as tools to use and abuse. We are each called to move out of that place where we were blind, and to move into much clearer seeing, feeling, being, and communicating. Our soul is longing for us to start to get this. Feel what your inner self tells you, messages to you. There are messages constantly being channeled to you. And we are being asked to no longer stay in numbed out states that we were conditioned to be in, and to allow our feelings to surface, to feel those feelings, allow ourselves to feel them, and let them flow. You saw me cry today. You saw me express myself truly. You saw me being very vulnerable to what's needing to happen within me to heal and transform and be true and real. That is what every human being is being called to learn to do and become more brave at doing it. So feel. Let me see, where is this at? We are each called to move out of that place where we were blind and to move into much clearer seeing, feeling, being, and communicating. Our soul is longing for us to start to get this. Feel what your inner self tells you, messages to you. Sensations are telling you something. Sensations in your body are feelings, and they're telling you something. Listen, listen, listen with your heart. Don't shove it away. Start to pay much more attention to your inner life. What's going on inside of you? Your soul needs that. Grizzly Bear is here to help human beings who call upon him, her, for guidance, insight, and strength. Say yes with joy, then listen quietly to what is being channeled to you. Your heart has some 40,000 neural sensors that are operating 24/7. They're scanning, they scan 24/7. They know everything that goes on inside of you and all around you. In the environment, throughout your world and throughout the world. You want to focus on you first. You've got to get you tuned up, you cleaned out, you healing, so that that can operate more efficiently and effectively. That love, it's love. These neural sensors, they are on your, they're within your heart, and they are love. They will always give you support and loving guidance and protection. They'll teach you how to protect, how to learn more about you. So your heart has some 40,000 neural sensors. They're constantly scanning all parts of you and all of Earth around you, and communicating directly with you personally and consistently. It is that part of self that every human being is being called to become aligned with in order that a new earth may be built upon. That part of self is your soul self. Your inner child is in there also. And your heart is constantly relaying soul messages to you. And the messages that come through your inner child are the areas where your pain is, where your blocks are. So love that little child. Love that little precious newborn baby that you were. Love that baby throughout its experiences of life on planet Earth. Love it into becoming aligned with your soul with joy. Every healing that you allow that little child inside of you to do gives you another level of joy, truth, and courage. Yes. So that's the end of my email. I always sign it with love for humanity, and I'm going to start signing my emails with love for humanity and all of life, because that's the truth. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot today. I hope you feel your soul saying yes, yes, yes. I love you. I love this earth. I love this life. Hey, hey. Oh, I just want to say, my next video is going to be on fear, okay? Because fear is a big one during the fall. So it's going to be a talk on fear. It's going to be a channeling that I received on fear. And I'm going to add a meditation to it to help you embrace your fear. I love you. Bye for now.